Hello, it's Aki Anastasiou. With the pandemic still around us, most of us are still working from home. But are we video conferencing properly? Well, what we're going to do is we've assembled the best of the best products available in the iStore, and we will teach you how to become a video conferencing pro using the right microphone, the right camera, the right angles, the right lighting, and we'll take you from the best setup to the ultimate setup. The pandemic has forced us to work differently. It's forced us to work remotely. You just look at these millions of people and organizations all over the world where everybody now is working completely remotely thanks to technology. Now, it's not just work, right? It's any kind of video conferencing. If you're teaching, think about kids at school. If you're a consultant, if you're watching webinars, you name it, technology's enabling us to work remotely. But are we doing it right? And that's the challenge that many people have. And that's where audio-visual communications comes in and the importance of doing it right. So what is production value? When we talk about production value, you think of Hollywood and you think of movies, right? Well, it's kind of the same thing. Production values means that you've got to have the right lighting. You've got to have the right microphone. You've got to have the right background. You've got to be wearing the right clothes. Your hair's got to be, you got to look good. You've got to have that competitive advantage. So let's look at the first scenario, which is the good scenario, which is kind of the entry-level scenario. You occasionally participate in a video conference, but you do want to look professional and you want to come across looking good, right? The most important thing in this regard, right, is where you sit. You don't want to sit against the window where you've got the light coming in behind you. Because the window is where the light source is coming from, it is overexposed, so it means that you are underexposed. This is why lighting is so important. Then you want to sit pretty close to your computer so the microphone can pick you up in a decent way, because remember, you're relying on your computer's microphone to pick your voice up. So that's important, and you can adjust the sound settings and increase the microphone volume. Now, the monitor and the actual device. We're using a MacBook over here, and this MacBook Pro needs to be aligned properly. Now, you can get a stand that will adjust the machine to bring it up to this level. So in other words, your eyes are directly facing the camera's eyes. Otherwise, what you do have is, if you are looking down into the camera like this, people are going to be looking into your nostrils, and that's not really a pretty sight. So which laptop stand do you go for, and why do you get a laptop stand? Well, the added benefit is that it improves your posture. You know, your back and your neck will be straight. Plus, the laptop stand forces you to have a better eye-level contact with your camera, so it improves the entire experience, and you're not going to have that stiff back or neck at the end of the day. So we looked at a good scenario. Now let's look at one step up, a better scenario. You're a road warrior, you move around the house, you need to have different locations where you're going to be doing video conferencing from, but you still want to come across looking professionally and sharp during a video conference. And it's not always possible to use the light source from a window, for example, so you need to get an additional light source to make you look even better. And that's where the portable LED comes in, something like the Aputure MC. Also, a Bluetooth headset improves sound quality, and it doesn't shackle you to your device, so you can move around, and the distance between you and device can be more than a meter, within limits of course, but that doesn't affect the sound levels and the quality. The important thing is that the headset does not distract your colleagues. Have you seen these guys in a video conference that wear these massive headsets and they've got a big microphone in front of them? So the AirPods are a seamless experience, the sound quality is great, and the microphone is awesome. Earlier, I touched on the Aputure MC light and why it's such a cool light. Now, it may look tiny, but this light is really, really bright and it's got a long battery life. But you can download the Sidus Link app, and what this does is you control your light from your phone. You can change the colors of the light, you can really adapt it to the environments that you're working in, and also create a different environment and actually store it on the app so it remembers the exact colors that you used and the exact brightness that you used at the last settings. And the cool thing about the Aputure lights is that it's got a magnet at the back, so you can literally put it up against the fridge like a fridge magnet, and it also allows you to connect multiple Aputure lights to the same one. So if you want more brightness, you just get another light. But the great thing is it's all adjustable via the app. Well, we looked at a better setup. Now this is the best setup, and coming up after this we have the ultimate setup, so you want to really watch this one. But this is the best setup that I guess most people are going to be using. If you're a main presenter in a video conference, the main person who's presenting, you've got many overseas colleagues, you need to look sharp all the time, you're a life coach, you're a consultant, you're a lawyer. In other words, you're the main focus of that particular video conferencing, you need to look fantastic. An external microphone is so important here. We recommend the Shure MV5 or the MV88 Plus to improve the sound quality over and above what you currently have on your notebook. Now, these devices literally plug into your laptop and they really give you a much richer sound experience. An LED panel light like the Elgato key light elevates you to the next level from a lighting perspective. This light really can brighten any room. It will take away the shadows and it will just lift you out into that video conference and you will look amazing. Plus, it comes together with an app, and this app allows you to adjust the light to your suiting, and it will also remember the settings, etc., etc. The Elgato key light is a must-have in this scenario. Most computers have a built-in webcam. It's a relatively small sensor, resolution of 720p. An external webcam, like the Logitech Brio Ultra HD, will drastically improve the image quality. Now here's a cool tip. You can also use your iPhone as an external webcam. The iPhone 12 has an incredible camera. With the Epoch Cam from Elgato, it's an app you can download and you can connect your iPhone via Wi-Fi, USB to your Mac, and you can use it as a webcam for most video conferencing and streaming applications. There's a free version, but for 149 Rand, you can take full control of your iPhone camera, such as changing lenses, you can add manual focus, HDR, and I don't have to repeat, that iPhone 12 camera is insane. Now, this is the ultimate setup for those who have everything riding on your online presence. Who am I talking about? If you're a keynote speaker and you're about to address an international conference, if you're the CEO of your organization or the chairman, that you are doing television interviews, or you need to send messages out to all the staff in the organization, you need studio quality setup to be able to deliver and look good and look professional. This is the ultimate setup in looking really professional. Your company's reputation is riding on this setup. In such instances, it pays to invest in a studio setup. At the heart of this setup is a video switcher. In this case, the Atom Mini Pro. What an awesome device. This will allow you to connect multiple cameras and be shot from different angles. You can use prosumer or professional DSLR or mirrorless cameras and utilize professional effects like picture in picture, whereby you and your presentation are shown simultaneously. Now, connecting to the Atom Mini, you can connect microphones directly. We used the Zoom F6 multi-track field recorder and it delivers exceptional sound quality. We also upgraded quite a few of the other elements. The lighting, for example, because with this kind of setup you have a bigger room, there might be more people. We used the Aputure 120D Mark II. Now, talking about sound and how we connected, the microphones we used were the Shure MV7. And finally, when you use a prosumer or professional DSLR, you can use either of these with the Atom Mini Pro. In this case, we used the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 6K. Wow, what a camera. Simply because it integrates well with the Atom Mini, and also because it's one of the best and most affordable cinema cameras in the market at the moment. Good, better, best, ultimate setups, working from home. There are no excuses to look good in front of that camera next time. The links are below, so just click on those links below on all the products that we featured, and don't forget to click the like, subscribe and notification bell. See you soon on NxtUp.